All right, so we had a little hang time in between there. I'm gonna go ahead and introduce it again in case you just walked in or you just want to make sure. Gonna introduce AdirondackRick, who is doing a run of Dr. Mario. Let's go ahead and squash some viruses.
And good afternoon and welcome. This is going to be Dr. Mario. I'm going to be playing the SNES version that was attached together with Tetris, and I'm going to be playing the 0 through 20 category for you coming up here right now. And joining me for commentary is going to be Savage Octagon.
Hello!
All right, so let me go ahead and take care of this first. And bear with me for just a moment as Discord just crashed for me live on the air. So let's try that again. All right. There we go. There we go. I am back now. Let's try this again. There we go.
Okay.
Now I can properly introduce you. Thank you, Discord, for crashing at the perfect time. I mean, yesterday we had my stream freezing all the time during the Link to the Past randomizer run. So what is another crash on Stacked Games Marathon? Let's do it. Are you ready?
Let's do it, Rick.
All right, count me down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, pills. So Rick is going to be playing 0 through 20. And so he's going to be seeing probably between 1,200 and 1,500 pills in this run that he's going to be using to make thousands and thousands of micro decisions. So this isn't a run where you necessarily have your muscle memory and you know all the glitches and tricks. He is going to be having to make all the decisions on the fly based on what he sees to go as quickly as possible.
And as you can see, sometimes the mind just doesn't want to work the way you want it to work, and you end up putting things in the wrong spot.
You know, it happens. It's a thing that we all deal with it. So Dr. Mario first made his appearance in the version of the game that I play most often, which is the NES version. So that was from 1990. And, you know, Dr. Mario was a young doctor. He was going through his internship. There were some RNG things that were pretty bad about the game. And so a lot of people acknowledge that the SNES version is a lot better in terms of its RNG, in terms of its music, which is a banger. And
in the terms of the fact that you can actually turn the pills a little more smoother than you can the NES version.
Yeah, definitely. But, you know, some of us like to struggle through adversity. So Rick's dealing with the first 5 levels are extremely RNG heavy because, you know, everything is so spread out here in these levels. So he's got to make sure to do things like avoid drop time and prioritize the right stuff. And it looks like he's setting up to do some cool stuff on the bottom with those blues. He could take them out horizontally, but it looks like he's building up a platform to eventually go vertically on that blue in column 7 and clear out the yellow first.
Partially because of necessity, because of a mistake that I made there with that red pill.
But there he's got a nice vertical into a horizontal drop. And all he has to do is clean up that garbage on column 3, and he'll be good to go. He's going to be out of level 3 at a 237. Ooh, really nice. That move was a D-sandwich, so tucking that pill right in between those viruses in that space.
We do have some donations in. Rick, you can let me know when a good time will be to read those out.
Right now would be definitely a good time.
All right. Well, some of these are from a little bit back, but we had a lot going on. We've got $25 for Mega Freak, who is, I think, trying to put the last nail in the chore debate coffin. Though, of course, that debate is still on the floor. He says, does organizing count as a chore? Because that's the true best one. You can organize all your Yoshi merch on display shelves from Rose Colored Gaming. Hey, I mean, they got some good stuff over there. He also puts that towards Yoshi. That's $25. We have a $50 donation from Silly Person. Says, let's go. Put this towards Mario, who I think Dr. Mario, possibly the same guy, not confirmed. I think he would also appreciate that. There's also a $10 donation from Dr. Goomba Stack, who says 9 out of 10 doctors say vote Yoshi. Good luck, Rick. So just because it was asked in the chat as well, those are going towards our current bid war incentive, which is picking the player character for Toad in Wonderland's Mario Party 2 minigame coaster run. It's really, really close right now between Yoshi, who's got a $7 lead. There's also Mario, and then Luigi very short, very, very close behind. So keep getting those donations in for that, you guys.
Definitely thank you everyone for supporting this the charity this weekend.
Yeah, great cause. And you can jump in at any point with the donations, for sure.
Awesome. I also just want to give another thank you to you guys for helping us get over 4.1K. Thank you so much, everybody. Awesome job.
Woo! So at the end of levels 5, 10, 15, and 20, you get a cutscene.
Mm-hmm. This is one of our 3 virus friends. I think the viruses are technically named Fever, Chill, and the third one is called Weird, I believe.
That's weird.
There is no... It is weird. And they do match those music types. There is no weird music. I think they probably thought that wouldn't really help the brands. But there we have it.
Didn't they expand the music options in future titles?
They did. So in Dr. Mario 64, which is a very, very friendly version of the game with the story mode, they added Cube and Quay Quay. And I gotta say, those are also bangers. And there was a debate about whether Dr. Mario is the same guy as Plumber Mario. And I really like to think that he is. I like to think that he's a jack of all trades. So here at AdirondackRick's... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to note here that as we start getting into these higher levels, like level 6 here, the decisions start to get a little more pressing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So RNG is going to play a big factor in terms of what pills come, but notice already all the viruses are much closer together, and so there's going to be a lot more options that you can always do in order to lessen drop time. Really nice vertical combo down from columns 4 and 3. Now, Rick does have a lot going on higher up. In the original version of this game, actually, all the pills, surprisingly, we do talk about RNG, but the pill sequence, once you press start, is, ooh, really nice combo there, is predetermined. And in the original version of the game, it is 128 pill sequence that's predetermined, but in SNES, it's 1028. So it's not likely that you'll see the same repetition of pills over again and worry about having to get into that. So Rick is currently setting up for a horizontal on row 1 as soon as that yellow is cleared out. And another benefit of SNES RNG is that doubles appear much more frequently. Ooh, Nice vertical into a monologue. A clear of an entire row. Nice job, Rick.
Thank you. Mhm.
Yeah, I don't really think there was much of a good place to put that blue-yellow at the beginning, but setting up for that possible horizontal, but clearing out that garbage. Nice move.
That's one of the biggest components of this game, is just keeping your playfield under control. If you end up losing control of your playfield, you're going to have a bad time.
Mm-hmm. One of the difference between a novice player and an expert player is often you learn to not hold out for the specific pill that you need and instead work with what you have and try to make sure that if garbage happens, it's not too disastrous. And the RNG can really help with that in this game. But Rick is keeping everything really clean. Column 8 can be nicely cleared out because it's all you need, that double blue, and there you go.
We got a couple more donations in here. We've got $100, which is awesome. Thank you so much. $100 from K-Man, who said, excuse me, where's my Donkey Kong fans? He deserves some representation for all the hard work in the banana mines. Put this towards DK in the Mario Party 2 minigame coaster. And that does a lot for DK, who is now very much in the running. Again, it's 147 for Yoshi, 130 for Mario, 115 for Luigi, and 105 now for Donkey Kong. So a couple of the donations, DK could now miraculously be in the lead. We also have a $10 donation from Battlon, who says, Dr. Mario is a really important game to my family. My mom was amazing at it. Good luck to Rick, and thanks for showing off such a great game. My vote goes to Yoshi. Thank you so much, Battlon. I also just want to go ahead and plug, because we're jumping up now, like a some big donations here. We do at 5,000 have another art print raffle giveaway. 5,000 is the passing point for our first grand prize, which is a physical copy of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Great game. And from what I've been told, at 5,000, there may be another IRL incentive between Odin and Bill, which you guys definitely want to see. It's being shrouded in mystery right now, but I can only assume it will be amazing.
Awesome. Love the comment about Dr. Mario being important to the family. Actually, I was saying to Rick before this happened that there are so many Dr. Mario moms out there from the 90s. My mom was a big Dr. Mario aficionado, and so it brings back great memories as well. So thanks for that.
Absolutely. Everyone, thank you very much for the donations.
All right. This is looking good. Man, the RNG is so much better in this version. You can actually expect to see pills that you need. It's just so lovely.
Yeah, one of the difficult things, and this is going to be playing a role later, is to make sure you still have plays of every type available. Like, for a while there, I got struck with a little bit of a slowdown because I had no reds available to me. And it happens. It definitely happens in this game.
Now, the SNES version of this game does have an even division of virus colors, so you will pretty much be expected within one or two to see a nice even division, and that's not necessarily true in the original version. But, you know, of course, you don't have control over where they're going to be. So, nice, you see Rick tucking in between those yellows to then drop some yellow on top of that next one. So, yeah, Rick's got to work with all this red here, and with the pills coming down in roughly an even distribution, he's going to have to probably wait for it at the end.
That feeling when you end up using a blue-red on a red and find out that you get a double red later.
Oh, man. You know, even though it seems so obvious and sort of like one of the most elementary features of this game, Looking at the next box is still a thing that people need to focus on. I know that sometimes, just have that tunnel vision with the game and
It's
and
easy
then
to
you
do, too.
see- Yeah, for sure. So now we're entering the second half of the game, and Rick's
Okay.
making Rick's making great time here. And you notice, the density of how close these pills are together. So it's going to be Rick's job to really keep the efficiency going. He needs to make sure that pretty much most things he lays down are setting up for a combo. And that was a really nice cross that Rick just made in the center of the board with all of those reds. Ooh, and a sweet tea. Very nicely done with those yellows. It's hard to do that with a tuck, so we're seeing some good finesse moves.
And some of those reasons are why you see most players still playing on a medium speed as opposed to the faster speed that you could actually play with this on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people, when they come in, they ask, what speed should I be playing? And one would assume that high speed would be the meta, but on SNES, Dr. Mario, high speed is very, very fast, and you don't get the pill manipulation that you really want, so it can actually end up slowing you down. So lots of players play on medium.
And it's going to Co-Comm levels 19 and 20.
Mm-hmm. Also, there's a big emphasis on this game. Even though you want to be efficient and clear as many viruses as you possibly can, sometimes the really big, big brain hero combos, we call them, they can actually slow you down during the setup time. So it's going to be Rick's job to just figure out how to make those 0-drop clears, those 1-drop clears, and keep them coming. Really nicely done there. Getting out of a situation where most of the top line was blue. And then opening those blues up on the right at just the right time.
Getting good pill distribution definitely helps that out.
Yeah. I was going to say, this is awesome.
Although I would have rather have had that being a different arrangement, but not much I could do there. And that kind of is unfortunate, because now that almost forces me to wait for a double blue, which I do get, but if it doesn't come, then, well...
Mm-hmm. Nice. There you got your double blue. So, on the... I see a question from the chat about what happens if Rick doesn't make it to level 20. Well, Rick is going to make it to level 20 for sure. If you top out on a run, speedrun.com, it won't accept it because technically it is a version of RNG manipulation, and that's sort of a different category if you top out and start again. But, for purposes of a run like this, he would just start over the level that he was working on.
Yeah, in the case of a marathon, we're definitely... Okay, well, let's just start all over again.
Yeah. So you just get to stay on the level that you were on and keep moving forward.
Alright.
We actually... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, go
So
for it.
we have another donation. This is $10 from Dr. Mario himself.
What?
Whoa.
Thank you, Doctor. But there may be a little scandalous news. So he says, so confession time. None of my college credits came from an accredited institution. The Mushroom
No.
Kingdom does not have a medical school. Took online classes from Bean Bean University, but turns out the physiology of beans and toads differ greatly. And then it just says, today. So that may have been cut off at the end. Dr. Mario, if you wanted to put your donation towards anybody in the Mario Party 2 running, please let us know in the chat.
That's awesome. I am so sorry to hear that the credits did not come from an accredited university. You know what? I was actually a little upset that Dr. Mario only donated $10. You hear about doctors making a lot of money, but maybe he still has some student loans from the Mushroom Kingdom University. Wow, I really want Rick to have more blues on his top line. That is for sure.
I'd like to have something that is yellow or red, but not blue at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
We finally break through this here, but now the yellow's gonna rear it. Let's see what we're gonna do about this.
Probably.
This is where you don't panic.
Right. These are the times when your board will fill up.
Mhm.
And, you know, you go from having these situations where you just need yellow and red to, oops, top line is entirely blue. I think I just need that. But notice, Rick's got some really good finesse moves at the bottom, how he was sliding that pill to the right and he stood it right back up. So that's one of the skills that you need to acquire, is having that precision.
All right. The good feeling is when you start actually getting things unearthed here, so that actually you can do stuff in this level.
Yeah, it really feels nice. You know, we call that breaking open the level, breaking open the board, and there's nothing like that feeling where you're sort of out of danger, especially in the higher up levels.
Especially in the higher levels where one mistake can cause you to top out, like was inquired about earlier.
Well, we're gonna cross that bridge when we come to it.
No, we're not, because I'm not going to top out.
No, you're not. You're not.
Alright. So as you can see here, I could really use a certain setup that would have allowed me to kill 3 blues instead of 2. I had to give up on that play because it was just taking way too many pills to get that going. And again, one of the biggest things in this game is to keep your junk under control.
I feel like that's just a good rule in life, for sure.
Those sound
So
like
now-
words to live by.
Keep your junk under control.
Yeah, keep your junk under control. Sorry, I just had to have a little giggle at that. Yeah, so now a lot of yellow needed to clear out this board on the top. It's going to be a little bit before red is useful. You see, it's only useful on that one side, and then there's not a lot of red until a couple of layers down.
We do have some new donations. One, we are now at 4,300. Guys, we are moving right now.
All right.
Donations from $10 from Dr. Larry Koopa, who says, as an actual doctor, I recommend a Yoshi a day to keep the doctor away. Vote Yoshi. Also amazed at this Dr. Mario run. Keep it up. Thank you, Larry Koopa. I don't know if maybe the Koopa monarchy funded his medical degree. I don't know what happened there, but apparently he's a real doctor. Also, Dr. Mario did want theirs to go towards Mario, so we've got a donation in there. We got $10 from Winky. Hey guys, Winky the Frog here. After Donkey Kong selfishly abandoned me after Donkey Kong Country, I'm donating in support of my fellow green friend, Yoshi, for the minigame coaster run. Can confirm he is not a frog. Debatable. And then lastly, we have a $25 donation from Wario Attorney at Law, who says, Have you or a loved one been operating on or treated by a doctor in the Mushroom Kingdom and later grown in size or started shooting fireballs from your hands? This doctor is unaccredited and a danger to society. Call me, Wario, at 555-555-5555. So that we, and then it cut off for me again, but I guess we. I would assume that Wario Attorney at Law maybe wants a donation to go towards Wario, but please let us know. I also do have confirmation that the next live event for reaching the magical milestone of 5,000 is called Yummy Nummy Time. And it takes place between Odin and Bill. So get your donations in for that. We're making it there.
Ooh,
I don't
alright,
know
so
how we can counter that at all.
I really don't, but if someone comes in and has something like a Waluigi or friendly local, claims adjuster, I don't know, I'd be really entertained. So let's keep that going. It is Wario. It was Wario's birthday yesterday, so that's very exciting.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
All right, level 15. Now, Rick's got a bunch of viruses buried here. Red viruses, rather, buried underneath. So that's going to be his job to make sure he waits patiently and opens that up. Now, he does have an opportunity to maybe work with this red horizontally.
Yeah,
With
but
the
I'm
double
gonna
red.
try to kill the junk here versus taking care of the horizontal. I saw the horizontal pop up and it was gonna leave me with junk, so I was like, nope, can't do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously the new motto of my life is keep your junk under control. So I fully respect this.
I can't wait for you to use that in the Dr. Mario monthlies.
Yes, Dr. Mario Championship Channel has a speed marathon, or sorry, a speed tournament today. We're going to be continuing that. We do it once a month, so feel free to join us and encourage us to keep that under control. Yeah, and Rick's doing a great job of managing all of this yellow. And nice, that's that horizontal that I want. I always want lots of horizontals there.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's gonna come at a price here. It's not gonna be a gigantic time loss here, at least.
Mm-mm.
Alright, so now I've got to decide how much do I really want to get that horizontal 3 kill here.
You want it.
I want it,
Yeah.
but will the pills let me have it, was the bigger question here. And it did let me have it after all, but...
Yeah, nicely done. Oh, and look at that double yellow. Just in time.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Now the challenge begins. Level 16 to 20.
Mm-hmm. So these are the levels that send the viruses up the bottle to their very highest level. And when you're up this high, it feels like the pills are coming a lot faster. And gravity does actually start increasing, especially in the versus version of the game. But certainly at the top, when you're working on those first couple setups, you're not taking normal breaths. Let's just say that.
Absolutely. And you have to make sure you're scanning the entire board to make sure that you're using your pills efficiently.
Mm-hmm. And particularly if you have a gap opened up so that you might be able to slide things to the bottom, that you're being consistently aware of what can go there. And so if Rick were able to open up that gap, which is very difficult at this stage of the level, he'd be probably sliding down and trying to get some blue action going. But now this board is totally opened up. Nicely done. So columns 7 and 8 are currently now both blue. So Rick is going to have to work with that and maybe hope that a double blue comes in for him. But he also has plenty of space to work with those blues horizontally in row 3. Nice combo there.
I will say, I did not even notice that combo. Sometimes you get those things where you don't even see it until it happens.
Yeah, but you gotta take credit for it. You gotta say, "Oh yeah, like I
I totally intended on doing
Yeah,
that.
oh yeah, savage. I got this under control. I got it. Yeah.
And there's one thing that has not even been mentioned about this is that every soap amount of pills, the speed of the pills go faster and faster.
Mm-hmm. There is, I think there's a little sound in the soundtrack that is like a little bleepy thing.
Yeah, and you heard that combined right there with the combo noise.
Mm-hmm.
It lets you know that the speed goes up, but it happens like I think every 8 pills, I think it is.
Yeah, it's 8 or 10, I think. And it gets really devilish in the versus version of the game.
But that's why keeping things under control, especially in the higher levels, are very, very critical, because if you lose control and that speed starts to get up there, well, it's not going to be a good day for you.
Mm-hmm, for sure. And if you sort of zone out for a second and continue to push down, then yeah, you're done. So one thing about this category is that technically Rick could play for as long as he wanted. He could go to level 99, right? But the boards will appear to be the same after a while. So the number of viruses will stay the same, the speed will stay the same, so it'll just be sort of an exercise in, playing the same thing over again.
And that's one of the differences between the NES and the SNES version is when you get to level 21 in the NES version, you're still dealing with the same amount of viruses that you were in 20. In the SNES version, it does go up to, I think it's 84 for level 21.
Yep, that's true. I think it goes up to... No, I think there is a level 21.
Right,
Yeah.
there you will have a different amount of viruses to kill in 21 than you do 20.
I usually rage quit before then, I'm mostly a 0 to 10 person. I don't quite have the attention span for that, but notice Rick setting up a lot of good...
That's an oops
lot of
right
good-
there.
Yeah. Good opportunities for that red-yellow, though. And still has openings for everything. That red in row 1 that he was setting up for will be able to go.
There we go.
Yeah, and now there's an opportunity for taking out that yellow horizontally as well. There's a little bit of pill halves ready to go for that.
We have a couple more donations in here from medical professionals of dubious origin. We've got first up $10 from Nurse Natsuno, who says, "Yep, I told him that a tomato juice bath will fix that cough right up, the Super Coon. Hope to see you in Mario Party." We have $10 from Dr. the Cheat. Apparently my Wario was more of a strong bad than a Wario, which I'll give you guys that one. I'm not a master. Like, I'm trying my best over here. But Dr. the Cheat chimed in, who says, well, he would probably say like, but basically basically what that translates to is, as a resident at Strong Bed's cool hospital for attractive patients, if you have a subcutaneous infection on your eyebrow, I will just gnaw your face off. That's incentive to Mario. $25 from Dr. Dolphin, who says, which goes to the vote for Yoshi. Excited dolphin noises. And $5 from Pieces, who says, as Game of the Year, I give my support to Yoshi. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for doing that.
So it sounds like we might know that Snack Attack has certain impressions up their sleeve. So maybe we can...
It kind of seems that way.
If you want to call them that, if you could do such a kindness to them by saying they are impressions.
I mean, everybody's probably got some kind of a Christopher Walken imitation down there.
That's
so
true,
if anyone,
that's true.
if anyone wants to go for that. So Rick made great work of this level 18. I mean, when you get down to the end of a level like this, nice horizontal, and see how clean it is? There is no garbage. So that's just a sign of a well-played level up top.
And I have to do that with the sounds of voices in my head.
Right. I was very impressed. So now, no donations can come in at the beginning of the next couple of levels.
Yeah, I mean, they still can come in. We'll just have to wait until I get a few rows down in order to have the great voice actor of Snack Attack here read them.
Exactly.
All right, there's my yellow. We can get out of 18.
All right, on to level 19.
Okay. And you can see if I make one mistake right here on the top, I'm done. The other thing is that because of the speed up here, you can't wait too long to actually put plans into place here.
Yeah, it looks like you've cracked this open though, so nice job. Also, one thing that's interesting about this version of the game is DAS is much more easy to charge during Dr. Mario's throw. So those slides all the way to the left and all the way to the right at this level, those are possible. Whereas if you tried to do this on the NES version of the game, and I think maybe even the N64 version, it is really, really difficult to do that.
Okay. Got a little bit of a headache here, but we'll cure it.
Haha! Cure it, you say?
Yes, indeed. You saw what I did there.
Oh! Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, and so this is really under control. In column 3, you saw Rick do what's known as a lightning bolt. So sliding a pill in between 2 stacks of 3 to clear out a nice big line. So, ooh, there we go, a lightning bolt in columns 1 and 2, an offset vertical there. We've got lots of silly names for all these kinds of clears in the Dr. Mario scene, so feel free to join us and you can coin your own verbiage. All right, so if any other dubious medical professionals want to get a funny donation in, they should send that donation in now, and then once Rick has cracked the beginning of level 20, we got to get that laughter on.
Yes,
You
we
heard
do.
her, guys. No donations right now, but we've still got a little time. Get them in. If anybody else has medical opinions they want to express.
Wrong order there, but that's all right. 19's
Got
done.
it.
84 if 20 to go. Here we
All
go.
right, breathe deeply, everyone.
I'm analyzing this board. Red's going to be a problem, so I want to get the reds unearthed a little bit. And this actually, with all the doubles here, is really going to start opening up fast.
Wow. I don't think I've seen a level 20 get under control this quickly.
Yeah,
Very nicely done.
Where's this in the PB attempts?
Exactly, right? Yeah, if you are going for a PB, this is exactly the kind of level that you want to see and the kind of pills. So, nicely done.
All right.
Yeah, this is a really great way to cap off cap off and end this run, because level 20 can be so punishing, so unforgiving, and to just see Rick tackle this amazingly well, that's just how you want to end this.
And we're at that point now. Whoops. We're at that point now. If there are any submissions here, go ahead and read them.
Nothing in right now. I don't know if maybe the other medical professionals are just shocked by your crazy crazy Dr. Mario skills here. Crazy pill action.
Yeah, we don't want any herbal supplements. We want the real stuff.
Yeah.
So people, write those prescription pads right now. Yeah, one of the great things about this game is, the concept of it is so simple, and then when you watch the top players play this, you just are in complete awe of how their decision making works, and it really makes you want to play yourself. So if you want to pick up this game, there's a ton of people who are really friendly and willing to watch your play and analyze you, and basically.
And time is at the last virus clear.
Yes, time. Beautifully done.
So that's 4 minutes off my current PB and 10 minutes off the world record, which can tell you just how crazy people like ACMLM can operate on this game.
Yeah, you should definitely check out some of these videos, and you will not be able to believe that that's not a computer playing the game. So.
Absolutely. So that's going to do it here for Dr. Mario. We have completed the goal of 0 through 20. And again, if you want to find out more information about the Dr. Mario monthlies, where can they go?
Oh, they can go to the Dr. Mario Championship channel, Dr.M_Championship. A link to our Discord is there, so please join us. We've got a tournament tonight at 5 Eastern. And so you can see lots of people competing head-to-head speed-wise. Rick, thank you so much for having me, and Stacked Game Marathon, thanks for having me. I hope Mario wins this incentive war.
I hope so as well, and definitely thank you to Odin and company for having us here to do this game, and also thank you to everyone who threw in their donations. I definitely did enjoy the Dr. Saga here. Thank you, everyone.
Hey guys, it's Madame Wario, and welcome back to another interview, getting to know one of the gamers, actually the gamer behind the Stacked Game Marathon. Welcome, Odin Spack.
Hello folks, I'm Odin Spack. I helped to organize the SGM event, Stacked Game Marathon. So you'll mostly see me behind the scenes during the whole weekend. I am personally involved in one run during this weekend where I will be playing the Faxanadu randomizer against the creator of said randomizer, Not Lobber, so that's sure to be a lot of fun.
What introduced you to the online gaming community?
This is a two-part, but real quick, I would say as far as introducing to like my friends that I know today, it's a combination of Griffin Lobster and Dark-Minded Sith. I was friends with Griff, and he introduced me to Sith, and it just kind of spurred out from there. But as far as doing this whole online creation thing in the first place, my brother Cypheron48 actually introduced me to what Let's Plays were. He started doing them himself, and then I decided one day that I would do it too, and well, here we are.
Which boss battle do you think would be easiest to win in real life?
A cheating answer would be the Waddle Dee that appears in the arena in Kirby Superstar, because it's technically a boss fight. It's just a Waddle Dee that stands there. So that probably, but for a more serious one, in Final Fantasy IV, little spoiler here, there's a battle that the main character basically becomes the paladin, and in that battle you just don't do anything. So that would probably be the easiest to win in real life, although the battle itself would be really painful.
Which video game soundtrack best fits your life?
This might be a bit of a weird one because I feel like I don't really talk about this series at all. But I think the original Animal Crossing would be a good fit because it's such a chill and laid back soundtrack. And I feel like that really describes me and it fits me perfectly. So, you know, when it comes to that style of just soundtrack, it's one I would just have on in the background and just relax. So I think that's kind of fitting.
And at 1 p.m. the kitties always meow, right?
Well, I don't know all of the songs to
I'm
Animal
telling you, 1
Crossing, to be
p.m.,
fair, okay?
cats.
So, like, I'm just saying in general, it's a pretty laid-back soundtrack.
All right. Do you have any final thoughts you want to share with the Stack Game Marathon community watching this weekend?
I just want to say thank you so much for just being a part of this weekend, whether you're playing something or watching or doing something behind the scenes. It means a whole lot. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much, Big Odinspec. Wow.
All right. Well, you guys, it's been a beautiful announcing block, but I am signing out of here. First, though, I am going to read these 2 donations so I can save the next announcer from having to read these off. First off, we got a $3 donation from Dr. Morshoe, who says, heartburn, broken arm, flu, you want cured? It's done, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies. That's going to Yoshi. And then we've got Waluigi from PR Consulting Company with a $10 donation. He says, has your image been slandered by frogs saying you left them in the mines? Are chatters not ideal for a Mario Party 2 minigame ghoster? Donkey Kong, I'm talking to you. Consult me at 777-777 WAAH and we'll set you right. And then we got, actually, one just came in. $50. Thank you so much to Comb, who says, putting this towards Weege in Mario Party 2. Hello, Mario. Guys, thank you so much for making this an awesome block. We are almost to 4.5K, which is amazing. I can see that $5,000 coming up here on the horizon. Again, there's plenty of cool stuff that gets unlocked for us at the $5,000 mark. There is a grand prize physical copy of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Great game that is available to anybody who puts in $5 or who suggests a nonprofit or charity organization to stream for a cause on their website page. There's also another art print giveaway that's for anybody who's watching. That gets unlocked at 5,000, and we get a yummy nummy time magical milestone moment by Odin and Bill. So yeah, you guys know you want that. Once again, want to thank our sponsor, which is Rose Colored Gaming, who's got these awesome collector's standees and game swag for your collection. I want to thank Albion College for letting us run the marathon out of their Magical Gamer Lounge. And again, just got to give thanks to Stream for a Cause, who's helping make this whole marathon possible. Again, the cause they are benefiting this month, that this money is going towards, is charity gaming, which just to reiterate one last time, is such an amazing cause. When I think about it, I think about when I was a kid, my favorite video game, and what got me through hard times when I was playing that. And then you got to take that and just, I know you guys have all experienced that too. Just take that and think about how the kids who need that the most are ones who are in hospitals with diseases like cancer. Just hard to feel like a kid or have any fun in your life at that time. And as gamers, we all know how important it is for kids like that to have a video game or just something to have fun with or take their mind off things. So that's what we're going for. If we get to 15,000, that's 43 Nintendo Switches in the hands of those kids who need it most. So, awesome job, you guys. Thank you so much for tolerating me during my announcing block. Up next, we have a run by Odin and Notlob, who are doing a Faxanadu randomizer. Wolf Kaminari, who you saw in the awesome Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 block, is replacing me as the announcer. So keep those donos running. Show those guys some love. You'll catch me again during Pico Park, which is a multiplayer showcase later tonight. I'm also co-comming with Wolf Kaminari on Sonic Mania on Sunday, and I'm also doing a run of Tak and the Power of Juju myself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep at it and stay tuned. Big love.
All right, how's everybody doing on SGM? You all thought you could get rid of me that easily, but nope, I am back again after that semi-disastrous Puyo run that I did not too long ago. But that's all in the past now, you know. Now it's time to look ahead at what we got coming up next. And what's coming up next is a race for all of you with a Faxanadu randomizer between the one and only Odin Speck, the one at the helm of SGM, and the creator of this Faxanadu randomizer, Notlob, with LOZ Cards Fan 23 on co-commentary. Again, I'd like to thank everybody that has gone ahead and donated for this event so far. We have currently raised $4,413 for Street for a Cause benefiting charity gaming. Thank you so very much to everyone that's chipped in. Even a little bit helps. So, you know, if you can't, chip in, feel free to just spread the word throughout. Even that just means a lot to us if we can bring someone in that might be able to chip in. And for those curious as to what's coming up beyond the race that we've got up next, we've got plenty more stuff for you. We've got Mario Party 2 with the minigame coaster on hard difficulty, and there's not a lot of time to put in your choice of character for who is going to be in that minigame coaster. Right now, the current leader is Yoshi at an even $200. But Luigi is right behind Yoshi at 165, Mario's at 160, and DK is still running at 115. But you have only about an hour-ish left to go to put in those votes. So if you want to shake things up, get those donations in